Welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Oh boy, baby, we got ourselves a game. All right, man, we just got done watching Dallas and Carolina. Now we got Cincinnati and Green Bay. So a couple things to note in this game. One, Green Bay is coming off a bye and a one that they needed significantly, man. They had injuries all over the field. Wide receiver, running back, along the defensive line, and most importantly, their offensive line was dealing with some injuries. They are 2-2-1. Their first two games look great, beating Detroit, beating Washington, and now their last two lost to Cleveland. Remember that, and then they tied Dallas. And then for the Bengals, they have obviously lost Joe Burrow. Since then, it has been just a struggle. Jake Browning has not been the answer, but the Bengals doing something that was very unexpected. They have traded for Joe Flacco, trading within their own division with the Cleveland Browns. And we just talked about Cleveland. They are the one team that has knocked off the Packers, the one loss. And it's going to be a good return for Green Bay here. Let's freaking go. But yeah, man, Joe Flacco, so far, man, if he can get a win here today, that will be the second time he has beaten the Packers in the last month. Hopefully that does not happen, man. For the Packers, this is a game. They got healthy. They got some rest. Now they're going up against a team that is likely not going to be competing for a playoff spot. This is a game where they need to look like a Super Bowl contender. Simple as that. Owen, what's going on, buddy? Hello. How you doing? Jordan looking, pressured, delivers the ball wide open. Romeo Doubs getting it across the 50 in Cincinnati territory. First play, just driving it down the field. Let's go. David, I won't be able to watch. We aren't getting the game here. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. Dang, dude. Well, I will do my best, my man. I will do my best to entertain you and keep you informed. Yeah, sorry, man. Dang. All right. We got a 1st and 10 ball at the 45. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Hand off to Jacobs, cutting it up the middle of the field, and will pick up about 3 yards near the 42. And then that's another storyline too. Josh Jacobs and this Packer running game has not been as effective as they have been in the past, especially last year, man. Jacobs, I think he's averaging, under 70 yards per game, and his per carry average has been roughly around 3.5 or less. So that's something to look out for, man. This Packers offense really does need to run the ball effectively if they want to dominate. Jordan looking, throwing it down the field, and pass broken up. That'll be 3rd and 7 coming up for the Packers. Jordan Love trying to get it to Romeo Doubs. Romeo walking back to the huddle and kind of pointing to himself, saying, "Hey, that's on me." Man, dude, Turner had Romeo Doubs literally hooked from the hip from the beginning of that cut. All right, we got a 5 receiver set, 3 to the right, 2 stacked up on the left. Jordan alone in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Cincy sends 3. Jordan breaks the pocket. He's going to take off and run and gets a first down across the 35 down to the 34. Jordan Love doing it with his legs. Ooh, making a man miss and then getting the first down. Let's go. Hey, look at that, man. We got 7 people watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We got a shotgun running back to his right. It's going to be Emmanuel Wilson, who has been the more effective of the 2 backs. Picks up 3 yards over the middle. Yeah, Emmanuel Wilson, I think coming into the Dallas game was averaging about 5 yards per carry. I don't think he did anything to lose that average for the most part. He was literally the most effective running back that we had for the first 4 games of the season, at least in terms of per carry average. So we'll see if we see Emmanuel Wilson kind of get more involved as the game and as the season goes on, if Jacobs continues to struggle. So we got 2nd and 7, ball at the 33. Hand off to Jacobs, and he stumbles, and he will be about a yard or two shy of the first, man. If he is able to keep himself on his feet, man, that was going to be a first down run for Jacobs. All right, so we got 3rd and 2 after that gain of 5. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Another handoff, this one to Jacobs, and it's not going to get the first down. It was a long 3rd and 2. It was a long 2. It's closer to 3. And that'll be 4th and about a yard, maybe half a yard coming out for the Packers. Something tells me Matt LaFleur is not going to want to settle for a field goal here. The Packers have had a long time to think about this game. Actually, I did forget. They actually have a backup kicker in this game. And Jordan with a QB sneak will get the first down across the 25 on 4th and 1. Let's freaking go. Great job by Jordan, man. He started on the shotgun and then pretended like he was about to change something at the line. Quickly got under center and then just boom, snap. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed. Let's freaking go. And the Packers keep rolling here, man. 8-play drive, approaching 4.5 minutes, 41 yards. Ball at the 24. Jordan alone in the shotgun, looking, rolling to his right. He's got some space to run. He's across the 20 and down near the 18. Jordan Love picking up about 7 yards on that scramble. Yeah, just looking at the routes here, man. Nobody was open. Nobody. All right. 2nd and 4, ball at the 17. Jordan, handoff to Jacobs to the right, and he is brought down for a loss of 2. Number 58, man, for the Bengals, just coming out of nowhere. Let's see here. And that was a Joseph Osai just ripping right through the blockers and getting to Jacobs for a loss. That'll be 3rd and 5 coming up for the Packers. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got a little bit of time. He gets away from a sack and will deliver a ball. It's intercepted to the 20, 25, 30, 35, and down near the 37. Jordan Love throwing his 2nd interception of the game here. Just trying to make a play downfield, but just you gotta just throw it away. Just throw it away, settle for a field goal, man. You can't just throw it into there. The ball was batted by a defender, and then it was intercepted by another defender there. I think it was the safety. So unfortunately for the Packers, their opening drive that was looking like they were going to be able to get some points out of it will end in an interception for Jordan Love. And you know what I forgot to do? Unbelievable. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh is correct, my man. Yeah, Jordan, once again, he had a little bit of time, but then that pocket eventually collapsing. He started backing up, rolled to his right, and it looked like he was just going to throw it away, but then just tries to force it to Romeo Dobbs. And to be fair, the defender did at the last couple seconds, like basically the last like couple, when the ball was in the air, the defender able to undercut it. Oh, actually nearly missed the ball. He was able to tip it as the ball was thrown behind him, tipped it up. The safety behind Romeo and the defender was able to pick it off, and then a decent return too. So, yeah, dude, those are the plays right there that you can't have, man. It's one thing if you can't get the first down. It's a whole other thing when you give points away. So, yeah, man. All right, let's quickly look around the league here. We got some late afternoon games starting up. So Raiders on top of the Titans over there early in the second. They're up 3-0. Early in the fourth, Buccaneers and the 49ers. It is all zeros in that game. All right, looks like we're coming back here. Packers going to see if their defense can get them something here. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Joe Flacco under center, single back in the backfield, ball at the 36, and we have 8:39 left here in the first. Little going to be an end around there to Jamar Chase, and he is brought down for a loss of 3. And that is the safety out of Georgia, Javon Bullard. Second and 13 coming up here. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left, single receiver to the right side, hands off to his running back, and that'll be going nowhere. A loss of 1 and a 3rd and 14 coming up for the Bengals. Bucks TD, let's go. Baker Mayfield and that offense, man. All right, Flacco in the shotgun, 2-by-2 formation, running back to his left, quick throw, and that'll be good for maybe 3 or 4 yards, but it'll be 4th and 9 coming up. And that was the running back Chase Brown trying to get something on 3rd down, but no bueno. Packers defense doing a great job. They look fast, they look strong, and they're going to give Jordan Love in this offense a second chance here to try to put some points up. And it'll be fair caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, we do have a late flag, though. It's on the Packers holding on special teams. Rich Bisaccia's special teams making mistakes, man. So what was already not great field position will get worse for this Packers offense, but let's go. All right, we're heading to a commercial break. Buccaneers did score a touchdown there with about less than 10 minutes left in the first. Boom. Trying to see here. Okay. So yeah, so far the only score has been the Raiders, man. Otherwise, it's all zeros for everybody else. Yeah, coming into this game, man, Jordan Love and this offense have been kind of stagnating at times, man. They have really just the penalties, the inability to run the ball, and then the mistakes on the off along the offensive line have really been the biggest thing. And on top of that, outside of Romeo Dobbs and at times Tucker Kraft, nobody else is getting open consistently, or at least Jordan is not finding those guys open. That's been the biggest. That's been the biggest thing, man. The offense for the Packers has been, I think, the biggest weakness. The only time the Packers defense has really let them down was in that Dallas game. Obviously, they gave up 40 points. Other than that, the defense has been great. Jordan, quick throw, gets it out to Dontavian Wicks, and that'll be a gain of 9. So apologies for the quick play there, but the camera literally did not get there until Jordan was already on the final step of his drop back. So CBS needs to kind of come on, man. All right, we got 2nd and 1 coming up. Jordan in the shotgun. Tight end in motion. Jacobs to his right. Handoff. First down and getting it to the 20. Gain of 7 for the Alabama product. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Wicks in motion to the left. Play action. Hendrickson with pressure, but Love able to get it out to Jacobs with a great catch and will pick up 7 yards down to the 27. And that was Logan Wilson for the Bengals on the tackle, number 55. First quarter is going at a clip here, man. Already under 5 minutes. 2nd and 3. Matthew Golden, orbit motion. Gets it out to the rookie. He's got a blocker to the 30. Stays on his feet across the 35, down near the 36. Matthew Golden picking up a first down for the Packers. Basically, that little orbit motion going back towards the right side, basically working as like a little swing pass for Matthew Golden. Clock at 5:05. 4:04, 4:03, 4:02, 4:01. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Hands it off. I believe this is who is it? Who is it? Chris Brooks with a carry. Picks about maybe 2 yards on the run. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back behind him there. Look into his right. He finds Matthew Golden, gets away. 45 to the 50, makes a man miss, and will be down inside the 45 of Cincinnati, man. Matthew Golden just juking a receiver, a defender out of his feet, man. Holy cow. Right there at the 45. Woo! There you go, man. The kid looks fast, man. Once you get the ball in his hands, dude, fast, fast, fast. All right, 2:35 in the first. Jordan, shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, dumps it underneath to Jacobs, and he will pick. Oh, he breaks a tackle inside the 40, and Josh Jacobs getting rolling a little bit in the passing game here. All right, 2nd and 3 coming up here. Ball at the 37. Love under center. Emmanuel Wilson alone in the backfield. Single receiver to the left. Matthew Golden gets a nice little end around going to the left side. Has a blocker. Picks up a first down. Breaks a tackle. And will be inside the 35. And the Packers are within field goal range. Again, the Packers are without Brandon McManus. He was questionable all week, and he is officially out for this game, so they did bring in a backup kicker. And another end around this one to another rookie receiver out of TCU. And that was Williams picking up about 3 yards down near the 25. Let's freaking go, man. We got 8 people watching, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, man. It helps out the channel, helps out the video. And hit up the chat, man. We got some great people there, too. Thank you. Love under center. Quick throw to the outside. Tries to get it out to Romeo Doubs, and that will be a loss of 1, setting up a 3rd and 8 coming up for the Packers. Just a great play by the Bengals there, man. Turner, who is he's been all over Romeo Doubs here. He he deflected the pass on 2nd and down when Love was trying to look for Romeo earlier on the previous drive, and now able to make a play. DJ Turner. 2nd round pick out of Michigan back in 2023. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of the first, man. This first quarter taking up less than 24 minutes of real time. And the majority of it has been the Packers, man. The Bengals only ran really 3 plays, and that was it. Yeah, when we come back, it's going to be 3rd and 8, man. The Packers need to get some points here. So, yeah, so Brandon McManus is out. So the Packers have signed Lucas Havrisik to be their active kicker for this game. So I don't know anything about this kid. So we will see. All right, so Havrisik, he is 26 years old. He will wear number 35. He's appeared in 9 regular season games, all coming with the Rams in 2023. He made 15 of 20 field goals, but only 4 of 9 on kicks of at least 40 yards. Ooh. Also missed a 49-yard field goal in a 20-3 loss to the Packers back in 2023. Oh, okay. And they're showing up Matt Schneidman was showing a video of Havrisik kicking a field goal just before the game in warm-ups, and apparently he made it from 63 yards out. So kid has a leg. It's just more of potentially the accuracy. But okay. All right, so we got 3rd and 8, ball at the 27. Jordan Love in the shotgun, running back to his right, and we got 2-by-2 formation here. Love looking, pressured. He's going to take off and run, and we'll get it down to the 25, and that'll be 4th and 6 coming up for the Packers. They will have to settle for a 43-yard field goal from their new kicker. All right, Lucas Havrisik, 15 of 20. This is his first game since 2023. This one from 43 yards out. Snap, hold, kick, and it is right down the middle. Let's go. And Havrisik has the Packers on the board first with 14-15 in the second quarter. All right, man. The kid, he's 26 years old, but still, the kid did well. He made the field goal that he needed, all right? That's it. That's all we need him to do. Just make the kicks. If we lose because the Packers can't score touchdowns but you make your field goals, it's not going to be on you, man. You did your job. All right, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. Enjoy Couch. He does like to talk about history, so he might talk your ears off. And the kick is away. It is caught at the 4. Returned across the 20-25. And will go out of bounds at the 23. All right. And for those that are asking, yes, wash the hands. We're not animals on the channel, man. We're not animals, all right? All right, Joe Flacco under center, single back in the backfield. Two receivers stacked up on that left side. Delayed handoff. And it'll be a gain of 2 to the 30. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Bengals. To me, it's still astounding that they decided to go with Joe Flacco as the starting quarterback. Like, Joe is a professional, man. He's going to be able to pick up the playbook no problem. That's not the issue. It's just that he's very limited as a quarterback at this point. Yeah, he's got a great arm, but so does Browning. And it really hasn't helped. Like Flacco, yeah, like 6 interceptions this season. Like, I don't know. Joe in the shotgun. Quick throw. Finds a wide open T. Higgins. The defender slipped and fell. Fortunately, Quay Walker, that was the defender there. So, Quay has actually had a great season, man. Yep, just slipping on the turf there. So that'll be a first down for the Bengals. Going to be at the 45, it looks like. Steve, since my day is ruined, then whatever, let's watch this. Oh, that's all right, Steve. It's all right, man. That's what it's. Hold on. Play action. Joe Flacco looking and not getting the look he wants, so he'll just spike the ball. Incomplete pass. Trust me, man. This is the way I look at it. Never let a game, regardless of what happens, ruin your day, my man. Never let it happen. Don't be wrong. You could be sad. You could be disappointed that your team lost. But after that, man, find something else, man. Find something else. Trust me, man. Life's too short to be... life's too short to have your day ruined about a game that you have no control of. Trust me. Find the funny in it, man. Find the funny. All right, 2nd and 10. Flacco looking, pressured, and that'll be incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up from the 45 for the Bengals. All right, here, Joe Flacco in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers on that left side, running back to his right. Joe looking, pressured, runs, and it'll be incomplete. Packers defense just all over Joe Flacco. We do have a flag, though. I swear to Mother of Jehovah, if it is a roughing the passer penalty. Okay, so apparently it's there was no flag. Punt is away. And Romeo Doubs catching it at around the 12 and bringing it just past the 15. David bucks up 7-3 over San Fran. Let's go. Yeah, man, we need the Buccaneers to beat San Francisco. All right, we're on a commercial break here. So, yeah, Raiders with more than halfway through that second quarter, the Raiders are still up 3-0 over the Titans. Wow, that is a low-scoring affair for sure, man. Holy cow. Buccaneers, David just brought us up to date there. 7-3 over the 49ers with 4:05 left in the first. And with 12:27, man, the Packers will get the ball back here. and then never move the ball from the back. Oh, let's freaking go, man. We got 5 people watching, man. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, man. We recently hit over 100 subscribers on the channel. Just I think it was like about a week and a half ago. And we're still trying to kind of climb that mountain, man. Trying to climb the next mountain. So if you're interested in what we're doing here, man, we do 5 games a week. We do Thursday, we do 3 on Sunday, and then we do 1 on Monday night. So if that's something you're interested in, please make sure you stick around and leave a like and subscribe on the video, man. I appreciate you. Holy cow, man. We got 8 people watching. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're on a commercial break here, but it looks like we're going to be coming back, and we're going to see if Jordan Love and this offense can tack on a touchdown. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to the right side. Ball at the 16. Handoff. Emmanuel Wilson fighting for some yardage, and we'll pick up about 2 down to the 18. All right, we got 2nd and 8. Jordan Love under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to that left side. Looks like a 3 tight end set, it looks like. Running to the left there, and oh, look at that pile move. Let's go. Getting it across the 20, down near the 23, picking up 5 yards with Emmanuel Wilson. There you go, man. Some tough running from Wilson. All right, we got 3rd and 2. Packers already 63 yards rushing in this game, man. A lot better than they've done the last couple of years, the last couple of weeks. 5 receiver set. Jordan alone in the backfield. Looking, throws it out to Emmanuel Wilson, and he will lose, unfortunately, about 4 yards on that dump down. I believe that was Trey Hendrickson putting some pressure on Jordan Love from the right side. Actually, no. That was actually Osai, number 58, putting pressure on Jordan to get that one out. All right, punt is away. Waylon, one of the best punters in the league. Look at this one. Woo! All the way back at the 25. And taken down at the 37-yard line is Jones. All right, we got 10-18, and the Bengals have the ball back here. We'll see if Joe Flacco and this offense can get anything going, man. They have looked rough. Even rougher than the Packers offense has. All right, man. With 4:08 left in the first half, the Raiders have taken a 10-0 lead over the Titans. At the end of the first, it is still 7-3 Tampa Bay over the 49ers. Just trying to look up the Packers inactives here, man. Outside of McManus, so the good news is Zach Tom and Aaron Banks have been in the game here. They look like they missed a couple games. Zach Tom was actually the tackle that was trying to bring slow down Osai on that third and short for the Packers. Did not work. Got beat on that one. All right, we got 1st and 10. Joe under center. Hands off to the running back up the middle, and Quay Walker able to bring him down after just a gain of about 4. Dahlia, what's going on? I've been listening on my way home from visiting family. Go, Pack, go. Let's go. Dang right, Dahlia. Let's go. And hopefully the fam's doing well. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's strong. And hopefully everybody's a Packer fan. That's the most important thing. All right, Flacco under center. Another handoff up the middle here, and Brown able to get that extra yard for an extra 2, maybe 3. That was Kingsley and Ikbari in on the stop. So 3rd and 2 coming up. So Jake Browning and Joe Flacco have a combined 14 interceptions. Browning with 8, Flacco with 6. And apparently they both rank in the top 3 in terms of interceptions thrown. That is not a good stat. Flacco looking, throws, and it's going to be caught. But the Packers defense rallies, and it's a loss of 1 on the catch. All right, man. So far, the Packers defense is doing everything they can to give this Packers offense an opportunity to kind of get going here. It's literally been the biggest struggle for the Packers since week 2, man. Packers offense only scored 10 points against Cleveland, and they scored 40 against Dallas, but so far against this Cincinnati defense that is pretty good, they have not been able to do much so far. They could have had a field goal on the opening drive, but Jordan, unfortunately, trying to force a ball to. Okay, so it's a touchback here. But yeah, trying to force the ball to Dobbs ended up getting picked off. They were able to get a field goal on the second one, and then unfortunately on the third one, just nothing doing. But right now, the Packers do have about 8 minutes to try to get a nice touchdown drive going, man. I would love to see a long 6.5 to 7 minute drive by the Packers try to eat up this kind of this clock, score a touchdown, take a 10-point lead into the half. The Packers tend to play better in the second half, at least offensively, especially this season. But yeah, man. Mm. All right, let's do an update on the old fantasy team here. All right, up by about 55 points. Still got Josh Allen to play and St. Brown. There we go. Let's go. All right, looks like we're coming back here, man. Once again, Jordan Love in this offense. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Ball at the 20. It's going to be a little toss to Jacobs. He makes a man miss, and we'll pick up about 3 yards on the play. All right, they're giving the Packers 4 yards, so 2nd and 6 coming up. The Packers offense have run 15 more plays than the Bengals. All right. Jordan looking, dumps it underneath to Jacobs. He's got a blocker, makes a man miss, but the Bengals defense just rallying to the ball, man. Nothing on that gain, and it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Packers. All right, 3 receivers to the right. Jordan alone in the shotgun. Quick throw, gets it out to Dontavian Wicks, and that'll be a first down for Green Bay at the 30. Just a great throw to the left side there, just to the right, literally right at the numbers. Quick snap, and it's going to be a handoff, and Jacobs goes nowhere right at the line. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Packers. So yeah, it was a quick snap. I think the Packers were afraid of the Bengals challenging the spot, but it would have been a first down. Play action. Jordan dropping back, looking, throws it, and he's lucky he's not picked off because he just completely overthrew his receiver by about 4 or 5 yards. Mm. Talia, oh my God, what the f? Yeah, man, it's been weird. All right, empty set. Jordan looking, Throwing it deep down the field, trying to target his rookie. He does! First down, Matthew Golden in Cincinnati territory. Let's go, man. That is what a number one receiver does right there, man. When you need a play, he makes it. Over the shoulder catch, Taylor Britt with great coverage. It had to be a perfect throw, and it was a freaking perfect catch. Let's freaking go, man. The young man out of Texas getting it done for the Packers. 2 catches, 56 yards for Matthew Golden. All right, ball at the 35. Jordan alone in the shotgun. He's going to try to take off and run. Gets it out to Jacobs to the 25, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and down at the 4. First and goal for the Packers. Woo! That was a risky biscuit right there that he just threw to Jacobs, man. That ball had to be perfectly thrown. There was a defender underneath, man. Jacobs making a nice little spinning catch and then taking it down the field. I think they're going to mark him off at the 5. I think his knees went down at around, yeah. But anyway, first and goal regardless. Officially at the 6. So first and goal at the 6. Play action. Looking. Jordan is going to lay one out, and it goes right through the hands of his receiver, Tucker Kraft, unable to hold on to that one. But there is a flag. There is a flag on the field. San Fran 10-7 over Tampa Bay. San Francisco, man, they can just never lose, man. So it's actually going to be a penalty on the Bengals here on Taylor Britt. Oh yeah, dude, he is all over Malik Heath. So that'll be an automatic first down, and I think it's going to be what, inside? Is it at the 1 since it was in the end zone, or is it half a distance to the goal? All right, down to the 3, so half a distance to the goal. So first and 10, ball to 3. 2 receivers to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Gets a handoff to Jacobs, and touchdown! Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, man. Let's go. And they run right through their former teammate, the former Green Bay Packer, T.J. Slayton, number 98, being pushed into the end zone, and Jacobs comes up right behind him. Should have re-signed with us, man. Should have signed with us, TJ. I'm just kidding. He actually got paid really well to sign with the Bengals. I'm actually happy for TJ Slayton, man. He was a good player with us. Seemed like a good dude. Seemed like a guy that really liked the Green Bay community, and I'm glad he got a nice paycheck by the Bengals there. You guys know me, man. If you guys have been on the channel before, you know I love when almost any of these guys get that first big paycheck. I don't care if it's for the Packers or somebody else. Get your money. Make sure your family is secure. Make sure you're financially secure. But yeah, man. Let's go. Dahlia. Let's go, man. Our Packers are getting it done right now. It was looking a little rough. Looking a little rough the first couple drives, but hopefully this drive kind of got them going here. And it wasn't just because of a penalty, too. You know, that throw to the left, man, to Matthew Golden started to get things going. Then Jordan hit Jacobs for a big run. They got a small little help there with the penalty, but, I mean, that was blatant PI. And on top of that, it only moved him up 3 yards. So, yeah, man, let's freaking go. Sorry, when I get nervous, I crack my knuckles. Here we go, man. Let's freaking go. All right, we're still on commercial break here. Let's look at the halftime stats. Joe Flacco, 3 for 6, 15 yards. Chase Brown, just 3 carries for 11 yards. Jamar Chase has 1 carry, but he lost 3 yards on that one. So, yeah, so far the Packers defense has held the Bengals to just 15 yards through the air and 8 yards on the ground. All right, kick is away. It'll be caught at the 2, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and taken down at the 25. But they're going to get the Packers for unnecessary roughness. That's number 59. Slamming the returner to the ground. Unfortunately, that is a Tyron Hopper with an unnecessary roughness play, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, it was well after the whistle. It wasn't a super violent, like he didn't pick him up and then drop him. He just like it was like a wrestling move. It was like a little hip snap tackle, but yeah, once the whistle goes, man, you can't bring him down. Flacco under center, ball at the 40 after the penalty, single back in the backfield. Play action. Pressure, not getting there, and it'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase, but I think he zigged when Joe Flacco thought he was going to zag. Oh, actually, no, Jamar Chase just slipped. Yeah, he just slipped at the top of that route. So Packers maybe catching a little bit of a break there. All right, Flacco in the shotgun. Looking, pressured by Rashawn Gary, and the Packers defense rallying and bringing down Sample for a loss of about 2 or 3. And that was Edgerrin Cooper with a great tackle from behind the line. All right, we got 3rd and 13, ball at the 38. Flacco in the shotgun, running backs on each side of him. He's going to have to scramble. He's rolling out to his right, delivers a ball, and incomplete. Overthrowing Higgins there, and then that was Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage. So unfortunately, another drive for the Bengals. This will be their 4th consecutive punt. I really don't know what is happening to the Bengals this season. One, obviously, when you lose your franchise quarterback, that's going to hurt you. And then we have Romeo Doubs back there trying to return one. He gets it across the 15 down near the 17. But yeah, man, obviously Joe Burrow, the loss of him being out. And the 2 biggest things, man. One, the Bengals offensive line, not good. Has not been good for the majority of Joe Burrow's career, to be honest with you. I mean, the amount of times he's been sacked, I mean, his rookie year, tore a ligament in his knee because he was getting sacked. What else? Was it like his 3rd or 4th year? He got hit. Had a like I don't know, man. Just the Bengals have not really invested heavily on that offensive line, and it shows, man. They can't really run the ball. They'll sorry, but Chase Brown is not a great running back. He's not bad, but he's more of a complimentary back. He should not be your number one back. And outside of T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, there isn't really anybody else of note. And that defense, I think, is depleted as well. They have a good front seven. Everything else is kind of just okay. Play action over the middle, finds Tucker Kraft, and he will get it near the 40. First down for the Packers. All right, let's go, man. I like the aggressiveness here. Tucker Kraft right over the middle, man. Oh, hold up. There we go. Jordan Love in the shotgun, running back to his right. Two receivers to that left side. Hands off to Jacobs. He finds a hole across the 50. First down, gain of 11. Packers moving the ball here. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. All right, let's look around the league while we wait for this game to come back. All right, at halftime, the Raiders are up 10-0 over the Titans. I want to see what is going on in that game. Cam Ward, 10 of 17, 71 yards, no touchdowns, one interception. Tajay Spears, 4 for 27. Tony Pollard, 6 for 12. Van down by the river Jefferson, 1 for 20. Calvin Ridley, 1 for 18. Let me see. You got Jeffrey Simmons, Draymond Jones with a sack for the Titans. And then Geno Smith, 6 of 11, 45 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Ashton Genty, 11 for 32, so not amazing. Less than 3 yards per carry. Geno and Raheem Mostert have combined for 3 carries for -6 yards. Trey Tucker, 2 for 20. Michael Mayer, 3 for 17, and he caught the touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 1 for 8. And then, Devin White, Max Crosby, and Jonah Lalulu with a sack for each of those guys there. So 3 sacks. And then Devin White with another interception on the year, man. I think the last time we saw him, he also had a pick. So looking pretty good. So that Raiders defense, man, doing a lot of work right now. Let's freaking go, man. We got 7 people watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. Jordan Love, under center, single back in the backfield. Tight end in motion. If you're new, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. Jordan throwing it to the left and will get it to Romeo Doubs, but I think that's going to be incomplete. He was able to tap the toes down, but out of bounds. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Packers here, man. They are in Cincinnati territory. Ball at the 47. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Quick throw, gets it out to Jacobs, and he will get it for a gain of about 5. Down to the 42. All right, 3rd and 5 coming up for the Packers. Let's see if they can. They got to get a little bit closer here for. Oh, hold on. So the previous play is under review here. I think they're just trying to see if Jacobs went out of bounds. So whether the clock is running or it's stopped is a big thing, I think. Like, there's no fumble, there's no like major thing. I think they should just. That's weird. Okay. Referee, after review, the call stands. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Matt LaFleur is mad about something. I'm not sure exactly what was going on. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 5, has time, delivers a ball, and it'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Romeo Doubs. Great coverage by the Bengals. Yeah, I think Romeo might have had a case there. The angles that they showed were not great, so I don't know, but it was kind of on the borderline. I'm not too mad about the no call. So, fortunately, this one is going to be a punt for the Packers. Daniel Whalen, once again, one of the best punters in the game, and it'll be down at the 7 for the Bengals. Let's see. Bengals have a minute and 6 seconds left. They do have all 3 timeouts. They have not been able to move the ball really at all throughout this game. They have had 4 drives, and they've all ended with 4 punts after just a few plays. All right, Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left. It's going to be a toss. Picks up some good yardage and a gain of 12 down near the 20. Chase Brown with the biggest run of the day. The second biggest play for the Bengals in this game. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left. And a wide open receiver, Jamar Chase, picking up another first down. All right. 37 seconds left. Chase able to go out of bounds. Nate Hobbs on the coverage there. All right, Bengals, after just 2 plays, they are already at the 30. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's looking. He has time. Dumps it underneath. His running back slips. Actually, no, his tight end Hudson slips. Only picks up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play, and the Bengals are forced to use their first time out here, trying to stop the clock at 29 seconds. Nope. Jeez. And Flacco getting it underneath, and that'll be good for about 4, maybe 5 there. Getting it out to Andre Yoshivash. Joanne H, hey, how you doing? Can't hear you. Audio very low. Gotcha. There you go. How's that sound? Does that sound a little bit better? Or let me know. Bengals use their second timeout. It is 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bengals here. But Joanne, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Thank you. All right, handoff up the middle, and it'll be a first down near the 42. Weird decision to run the ball. Oh, awesome. All right, because of that weird decision to run the ball on 2nd down, or 3rd down, I should say. I know it was 3rd and 2, but I'm like, come on. Bengals use their final timeout. 22 seconds left, and they are still on their own side of the field. All right, 22 seconds. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers on that left side, single receiver to the right. Pressure not getting to him. He's running, and will throw it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. Thank you. You're the only serious guy calling the plays. Oh, the rest just talk like they are celebrities. Oh, no. I like to kind of do this as like almost like if you're watching radio. I like to kind of imitate that the best I can. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the compliment. All right, we got Joe in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got 2 receivers on that left side. He's looking, dumps it underneath, across the 50, and will be about a yard shy of the first. The clock is going to continue to run. The Bengals don't have a timeout here, and they clock the ball. Oh, it's showing all zeros. Did they get one before? Let's see here. And they're going to put 1 second left on the clock. The ball at the 49 of Green Bay. So the Bengals will have a shot here at this is a 66-yard field goal. Maybe 67. I think this would, if it's 67, this would, I think this would tie the NFL record. Again, I would have to double check. I know Tucker. This kick is up. It's good. It's right down the middle. Oh my goodness. It hit the crossbar and went in. But Matt LaFleur using a timeout just before that play. Zach Taylor is laughing, kind of smiling at Matt LaFleur, saying like, touche. Wow, dude. Wow, 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 wow. All right, this one, 67. Once again, kid's going to have a. This would be an NFL record. The NFL record is held by Justin Tucker with 66. This one from 67. No good! Not long enough, and Keyshawn Nixon going to return this one. He's to the 25, to the 30, stays on his feet, and goes down at the 32. Oh, my goodness, man. Matt LaFleur is foul for doing that to that young man. It literally was long enough. The first one hit the crossbar and bounced in. We almost saw an NFL record. We nearly saw the longest kick in a regular season game in NFL history. But it will not count because Matt LaFleur is a jerk. And I say that playfully. Joanne, good. Can't get the game here. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. It seems like even David Stegosaurus over here, he said the same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to kind of keep you guys entertained and informed, and try to give you guys the best the best picture that I can. So, but thank you for watching, Joanne. I appreciate you. David, LOL. Steve, does the Bengals even try? Does the Bengals even trying to win the game, or are they just dead already? Not yet, man. Not yet. It looks like they're dead offensively, at least, man. That was a rough first half for the Bengals, man. All right, we are officially at halftime here. But yeah, that was almost a wild scene there, man. If, like, to be honest with you, it would have stunk if he would have made that one, and it would have counted, I should say. But man, dude, that would have been so awesome. Like, I'm a historic guy, man. I love history, whether it's world history or sports history. If I get a chance to see something that we've never seen before, it's only going to be awesome, in my opinion. Even if that does mean the Bengals would have cut the lead to 7. Big Bengals fan here, Joe. Oh, hey, we got a Bengals fan in the chat. Hey, I respect it. All right. Trust me, the Packers, they've been good for a while, but we've had some really bad seasons. 2008 with Rodgers, I remember that season, 6-10. I watched every single game that season, despite how ugly they looked for a while. And then the last couple seasons with Mike McCarthy were not great. So, just found you. Why hasn't the Bengals scored? One, Joe Flacco. I don't know if it's and this is not just a Joe Flacco thing. This has been a Bengals issue since Joe Burrow left. They just have not been able to get the ball down the field consistently. I think the guys are open because Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they're not all of a sudden going to forget how to run routes. So I think part of it is the quarterback, the accuracy, the decision making, but on top of that, the offensive line. That's the biggest thing. The Bengals' offensive line has been lackluster for years. Look at how many times Joe Flacco has been sacked. Look at how many times he's been injured. Look at how many times the Bengals have not been able to run the ball effectively for years. I think that's the biggest issue, man. Like, you're seeing Joe Flacco now. When he has time to throw, he typically finds somebody. It's usually not going for a big gain, but it is going for positive yardage. But when they're not, when you force Joe Flacco or Jake Browning to run, typically it's not going to end well. That's why both Jake Browning and Joe Flacco are leading the NFL in interceptions. Granted, Joe Flacco just joined the Bengals, so that's not really the Bengals' fault, but the same issues that the Bengals had, the Browns had. Their offense doesn't have great weapons, and their offensive line is struggling to open up running lanes and then pass block. What do you think of our new quarterback performance? Joe Flacco, I love Joe. It's funny. It's awesome. I love when he plays well because it's fun. It's fun to see a 41-year-old quarterback have success in the NFL. But Joe, I don't know if he's playing it safe or if it's really just his inability to get the ball down the field. It's been rough. It's been rough for Joe Flacco, and it's been rough even when he was in Cleveland. He had what 6 interceptions with the Cleveland Browns. That was, I think they showed a graphic. Him and Jake Browning were 2 of the top 3 quarterbacks in terms of interceptions thrown. That's not great. Oh, geez, we were hoping for a better QB. Yeah, I still don't understand why the Bengals traded for Joe Flacco specifically. Like, it's I get it. Joe Flacco probably has a stronger arm than Jake Browning, but when it comes to the accuracy, it's about the same right now. And Joe is less mobile than Jake Browning. He's more experienced, yes, but like it hasn't translated into positive things for the Bengals. Didn't translate anything positive for the Browns. So why would you think it would get better with basically roughly the same kind of offense in a way? So I don't know. If I was the Bengals, I would have kept the 5th round pick or the 6th round pick that they traded, and I would have gone for somebody else, somebody younger, somebody that can kind of move. Even if you're sacrificing maybe the experience and maybe some decision making, I think if you go with a younger quarterback that's a little bit more dynamic, I think it gives you an opportunity to make plays that you wouldn't be able to with a guy like Joe Flacco, who is at this point in his career, man, he's a statue. And Joe Flacco was never known as a mobile quarterback, even when he was young. So, yeah. But the good news is for the Bengals, they still have I think their defense is still solid. I think they can still get pressure on the quarterback. I think their secondary still has talent that can get takeaways. We saw them get an interception early in this game. But I think the biggest issue is when your offense is not scoring points, it doesn't allow that defense to make the plays that you want. It doesn't really allow you to kind of go after the quarterback. You have to kind of play it safe, and you have to kind of have softer coverage. So, yeah. And on top of that, I think Zach Taylor I don't think in my opinion, he's never been my favorite uh, play caller. I think the Bengals would do better with a new head coach, but maybe that's just being dramatic. So, I don't know. Steve, Tennessee teams are getting destroyed right now. No, now for some reason by the same score. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, at halftime the Tennessee Titans were down 10-0. But yeah, as we're talking about some other teams, let's look around the league at the other games that are kind of playing. Come on. There you go. All right, so about halfway through the third quarter, the Raiders with the ball are still leading 10-0 over the Titans. They do have the ball at the Titans 7, so it is 3rd and goal. So if they have a chance to either tack on a touchdown or at least a field goal to extend this to 2 touchdowns over Tennessee. And with just seconds, less than a handful of seconds left, the 49ers are trailing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 13-20, but they do have a chance to tack on the field goal before halftime. Joan, we've been begging for a new coach. Yeah, man. I think the Bengals, one, their owners, they've always taken a long time to move on from head coaches. Like, look how long it took. Because like Marvin, oh my God, I'm forgetting the head coach for the Bengals. Oh my God, he was literally there for like 15 years. Uh, Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis. There we go. Marvin Lewis was there forever, man, and they were only okay to average on most seasons. I know they had a couple good seasons with Andy Dalton, or at least more than a few seasons, but they just were never a team that could get past the wild card round in with Marvin Lewis, and it took forever for the Bengals ownership to move on from Marvin Lewis, and there was talks of Marvin getting fired for like 5 to 7 years. And I think the Bengals owners are the same. They don't like to move on. They like to kind of keep with what they have, and sometimes, and this is gonna sound harsh, and I don't mean it to, but sometimes they're settling for mediocrity. In my opinion, you're wasting Joe Burrow's time. Like the guy is a top five, top three quarterback when he is healthy. That's unquestioned. And I think you're what by keeping Zach Taylor, who is, I think it's shown his offense are not well run. I think you're doing a disservice to Bengals fans. You're doing a disservice to your quarterback and to the receivers that you have. Man, they got two really good receivers, and they're just not. They're not dynamic. It's just the same stuff. I don't know. So that's my opinion. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. What I think. Begging is a strong word to describe it. Yeah, man. But I don't know. I think this would be a good season for the Bengals to kind of refresh. Give Joe Flacco something to kind of look forward to, something to learn next season, a new system, and clear out some of the dead weight, some of the bigger contracts that you may not want, and kind of do a little bit of a little mini reboot, retooling, if you will, not a rebuild, but a retooling for sure. Yeah, and I think it would give Bengals fans something to get excited for too. And please, for the love of Jesus, invest in that offensive line. Protect Joe Burrow. Without Joe Burrow, you see what you have. You don't make the playoffs. You don't win games. Like, it just doesn't work without Joe Burrow there. So invest. If you have to, first round pick, second round pick, third round pick, fourth round pick, all offensive line. Trade for an offensive lineman if you need to. Like, you got to rebuild that offensive line and give Joe Burrow some weapons outside of the two receivers. Give him some tight ends. Give him a dynamic running back that is capable of getting the ball in the passing game and can make people miss, like Devin Achan, like Travis Etienne over there in Jacksonville. Like, you got to give Joe Burrow different types of weapons, dynamic weapons, because right now Chase Brown should not be your leading rusher. He should not be your leading runner at all. He's a complimentary back, in my opinion. Uh, yes, they won't protect him. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully the Bengals fans can get something after this season, man, because it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a rough one. The silver lining is you're gonna have a high draft pick, I believe, unless you start winning games. Then who knows? But yeah, man, the Bengals they need to reboot, man. They need to reload, and they need to kind of move on. I think from Zach Taylor, it's just not working. It is said that owners spend all their money on Burrow. Yeah, and I mean that's true. Like, but there is a salary cap. Every team is dealing with the same amount of um, acquisition or the way you can invest in the team. You just have to be smart with what you're investing in. You got to be smart with how you structure those contracts. Like the Packers are the smallest market in the NFL, but once again, because of the cap, they're in the same boat as everybody else. They are really smart in how they structure contracts, and there's little gaps and ways that they can get around, a bad contract or things like that. So I think the Bengals just need to be smarter in how they allocate their money. I think signing T Higgins to that massive contract might have been a mistake, but not because he's a bad player, but just because that's a lot of money to invest in receivers. All right, we are coming back here. It's going to be returned to the 15, to the 20, 25, to the 30, and Charlie Jones getting it near the 34. There is going to be a flag, and it's going to be on Carrington Valentine. The Packers just shooting themselves in the foot with dumb penalties. Oh, no. I'm wrong. Look at that. I thought they were going to get Valentine for hitting him out of bounds, but it's actually going to be on the Bengals. It's going to be a holding call. Look at me jumping to conclusions. But yeah. So I know I don't want to be too critical of the Bengals, man. It's tough, man. Especially when you lose your quarterback, you lose some big names. It's tough to kind of steer that the season to the right direction, man. I guarantee you, if the Packers lost Jordan Love, they would not be Super Bowl favorites or one of the Super Bowl favorites. Toss to the right. Brown picking up about 4, maybe 5 on that little toss to the right. David, good job. That was a nice jump, though. But you know what they said about assuming. Yes, I do. What did they say about assuming? All right. Joe Flacco in the shotgun ball at the 26. 2 receivers to the left. Toss to the right again. He's got some lead blockers, and we'll get it down to the 30. And it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Bengals. Actually going to spot it at the 31. Sometimes you're wrong. Don't I know it, man? Ooh. All right, 3rd and 1. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got 2 receivers on that left side as well. Up the middle run, and Brown with the second effort with some help from the big man. Rivers gets a first down. The Packers had him stopped. Actually, that was Samaje Perine, number 34, with a run. And that's good, no? Come on, Bengals. Hey, the Bengals got the first down. Let's go. Up until. Just up until. 1st and 10. Flacco, shotgun, running back to his right. Throws to the left. Has a man, and that's a first down catch for Jamar Chase. Gain of 12. And the Bengals nearing midfield here. So looks like there's an injury update. Mike Gesicki, the tight end, he is out with a pectoral injury. And then Trey Hendricks, arguably the best defender for the Bengals, he is out with a back injury, or questionable to return with a back injury. Flacco under center, looking, throws it in the flat, gets it to Jamar Chase, and a shoestring tackle by Evan Williams saves what would have been a big first down catch and run by Chase. But there is a flag on the field. Can you guess what I really want to see? A fumble return for a touchdown. No. Oh. Pick 6. You like that dramatic pause? All right. So unfortunately, it was a penalty on the Packers defense there. So 1st and 10, ball at midfield there. So Flacco under center, fullback, running back in the backfield, two receivers to that left side. Handoff up the middle, Samaje Perine finding his way across the 45 down to the 44 of Green Bay. Gain of 6 for the Bengals. All right, man. Samaje Perine then, the former Kansas City Chief / former Denver Bronco. He's looking a lot better than Chase Brown right now on the ground. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left. Packers send a blitz, and it'll be incomplete, trying to get it to T. Higgins, but that is Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage there, able to break up that pass. Yeah, Flacco trying to get it to T. Higgins towards the right sideline there. Chase and Burrow were hand in glove. Yeah, Jamar Chase and they came in around the same time, man. They have looked like one of the best duos in NFL history for a while. Quick throw over the middle, and that's a first down. T. Higgins working on Javon Bullard. And the Bengals, man, with a great offensive drive here. This is by far their best drive. Ooh, T. Higgins, man, just bullying Bullard. Joe Burrow looked like Zion Williams. You know he's great when he's healthy. The magical secret, he's when he's healthy. Yeah, that's the big thing, man. And Joe Burrow, he's dealt with a lot of injuries, man. A lot of injuries. Flacco fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, and trying to get it to the trying to get it to Andre Yoshivash with a little receiver screen, but unable to haul it in. Incomplete. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on with that play, man. You never really see Flacco running by design. That looked like a designed rollout. All right, Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to that left side. It's going to be a run up the middle, and Chase. Pile keeps moving. And it's going to be a gain of 9 for the Bengals, man, on 2nd and 10. I don't know, man. The Packers defense looking a little tired right now. Incomplete. Yeah, unfortunately. But looks like the Bengals are getting some stuff done on the ground here. Flacco, handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a first down run for Samaje Perine. Able to get it just outside the right tackle there, just enough. And this Bengals offensive drive, man, just continues. We got 9:20 left in the third. Flacco under center, single back in the backfield. Single receiver to that left side, throws it to the left, gets it out to Jamar Chase, and he's good for about 6 or 7 yards. Being pushed out of bounds at the 7. I think I said at the 7. I meant after 7. All right, second down, 4 yards coming up for the Bengals. All right, man, they are inside the red zone, ball at the 19. 2 receivers to the right. Flacco flanked by 2 running backs in the backfield in the shotgun. And there's going to be a flag here. Chase is one of the most underrated. Um, so it's going to be the penalty is on the Packers here. It looks like a encroachment there. It looks like Micah Parsons jumping the snap there. Um, I'm trying to see here. I don't want to say no because Jamar Chase is by far one of the best receivers in the NFL. Top five, if not top three for sure. I think he gets a lot of respect around the league. I don't think anybody's underestimating Jamar Chase. I think it's just when Joe Burrow's not healthy. I think that's the big thing. So 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flacco in the shotgun over the middle, and another drop by Yoshivas. Chase can catch anything and carries the game. Even a commentator said that. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm not disagreeing. I think Jamar Chase is a top 5 receiver in the NFL. I think he like when it comes to the other things that are not in terms of like catching the ball, he does a great job of blocking down the field, man. Over the middle, wide open, nearly a touchdown. T. Higgins. The Packers secondary has just been absolutely terrible on this drive, man. All right, we got 1st and goal from the 1. I'm expecting the Bengals to score a touchdown here. Flacco, shotgun, takes the snap, and there's a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Bengals, man. I'm sorry, man, but the Packers need to move Nate Hobbs somewhere where he's not working on Higgins or Jamar Chase, man. He has been just dreadful against number 1, number 2 receivers. All right, ball at the 6. Flacco, and the play is blown dead again. Looks like there's a timeout here. So they're removing T. Higgins from the game. I'm assuming potentially like evaluating for a concussion here. All right, let's try to do this again. 1st and goal from the 6. For Joe in the shotgun, running back to his right, hands it off, and Chase Brown picks up about 2 or 3 yards down near the 4. Oh man, I named my cat after T. Higgins. Oh, that's an awesome name for a cat. T. Higgins. No, definitely. Yeah, injuries are no good, man. Yeah, we don't. I know there's some weird channels that celebrate injuries. We don't do that here, no matter what. 2nd and goal from the 4. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers to that right side. Looking to his left, and he's wrapped up for a sack. Lucas Van Ness coming from that left side and bringing down Joe Flacco for a huge sack. There we go, man. The former Iowa Hawkeye coming from the blind side. Oh, dude, he just blew right past the left tackle, man. Was barely touched. Oh, for sure. Absolutely, man. Now, we want everybody healthy, man. We want everybody healthy. All right, we got 3rd and goal, and it looks like the Bengals might be using a timeout here. They do. Dude, this drive has been going on forever, man. The Bengals have taken up nearly 10 minutes of the 15 minutes of this third quarter. And that's on our defense. Yeah, it looks like the Bengals were kind of slow to get out of that huddle, and on top of that, I don't think Joe really wanted to see what the defense was doing, and I think he was trying to adjust, but there just wasn't any time. So burn the timeout, make sure you get things right, man. You got to come away with points on this drive. I'm looking at T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. If Higgins is back, I don't know. All right. Flacco, shotgun, running back to his left. Three receivers on that right side. Over the middle, wide open, tight end, and he will be short. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be 4th and goal. We'll see if the Bengals go for it here. I assume they will. All right, they're going for it here. I would too. Why not? Flacco in the shotgun. Two receivers to the right side, running back to his left. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle, and touchdown! Cincinnati, man. Quay Walker on the coverage. And that was to the tight end, I believe, Drew Sample. Catching it just at the back of the end zone. Wow. That's a heck of a drive there. Heck of a drive by the Bengals. Literally took up more than half of the entire third quarter. "17 plays, 78 yards, 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals, Joe Flacco doing it again to the Packers, man. This is literally how the Cleveland game went. The Packers were up by 10-0, and then Joe Flacco brought them back to win 13-10. I'm having flashbacks to week 3, and I don't like it. I don't like it. David, boo! Get the ghost out. Get the ghost out. Boo! Joan, yeah. They were working hard. Ground game. Yeah, man. I got to give it to the Bengals, man. They look good. The running game started to get going. The passing game was getting going. Packers defense, like I said, they were terrible. Terrible on that drive. Poor guys need a decent coach and quarterback. Moneybags, that's why they call the kicker. Oh, that's what you call your Moneybags. That's hilarious. That's awesome. There we go. Yeah, we like nicknames on the channel. All right, let's do a few updates around the league. Let's look at the scores. I felt like we watched the entire third quarter just kind of pass by. So, all right. Titans and Raiders with 13:29 left in the game. They are in the fourth quarter. The Raiders on top, 17-3 over the Titans. And the 49ers and Bengals, 9 minutes left in the third. And the Buccaneers have a 4-point lead, 20-16 over the 49ers. But the 49ers do have the ball at Tampa's 24. Actually, I gave credit to Sample for catching that touchdown. That was actually number 87, Hudson, the tight end. So my bad. All right. Packers get this one caught at the 2 to the 20, 25, 30, and down near the 35 is Savion Williams, the rookie out of TCU. All right, 4:41 left in the third. Packers getting the ball for the first time in the second half. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Gets a nice little end around to his receiver and will pick up about 3, maybe 4. And that is receiver turned corner turned receiver, Bo Melton. Yeah, taking a little end around to the left side of the field and then kind of getting bounced pretty hard. But 2nd and 7, Love in the shotgun. Jacob splits out wide to the left. Looking, throws to the left, finds Romeo Doubs, and that's a first down for the Packers. Running a nice little slant route over the middle. All right, that's what we want to see, man. Yeah, the Packers have been on the sideline for a long time, man. They have not had the ball since basically since the second quarter after a couple minutes. Because the Bengals had the ball for, I think, the last minute and plus to end the half. And then, yeah, handoff up the middle. Jacobs to the 50, breaks a tackle, keeps it going. Gain of 11 and a first down for the Packers, man. Jacobs getting it going, man. I think that was his second run of 10 or more in this game. I like it. And I think the injury to Trey Hendrickson is playing a small role in that, man. Hendrickson has been just one of the best defensive players in the NFL for Cincinnati. All right, another handoff. Jacobs getting it down near the 41, gain of 4. And they are in Cincinnati territory. I forgot to mention that. That tackle by the former Packer 5th-round pick, TJ Slayton. All right, Love in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers to that left side. Quick throw over the middle to the right. Gets it out to Romeo Doubs. Breaks the tackle. 25 down near the 29. And another first down for the Packers, man. Let's go. Let's see here. He caught it at the 37. Slipped the defender. Slipped the second defender. And got it down near the 29. Let's go. David, San Francisco, 19-20, Tampa Bay with a 1-point lead. That's what the 49ers do, man. They keep it close. They just linger around until you make a mistake. All right, Love in the shotgun, running back behind him. Receiver in motion to the left. Quick throw, gets it out to his tight end, and they will be down to the 22. That is Lucas Musgrave. Lucas Musgrave. He's I'm trying to remember. He was a second round pick, but I'm trying to remember what college he went to before I click. Oklahoma State, Oregon State. Dang it! Handoff up the middle. Jacobs get to the inside the 20, down near the 17, and a first down for the Packers. Let's go. All right, man. I'm liking this drive, man. The passing game is working. The running game is going. This is the best I've seen the Packers running game in a while. So there's a 4-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. The Packers don't need to run a play here. They can let this go to the fourth quarter. 3 receivers stacked up on the right side. They don't take a snap, and they hand it off to Jacobs, who will get it just inside the 15, down to the 14. And we head to the fourth quarter with the Packers on top by 3 in the red zone. All right. So, yeah, with 7:27 left, 49ers are down by 1 in the third quarter. Raiders have the ball up by 14 with 10:41 left in that game. And don't forget, guys, if you're new to the channel, we will be doing the Lions and Chiefs game on Sunday night after the Packers and Bengals end here. So look forward to that one. That one should be a great game, man. Detroit, their defense is looking good, but vulnerable at times. But their offense, they're starting to really hit their stride offensively. The running game is looking good. And then on top of that, their passing game is looking a little bit better. They still need to get Jameson Williams involved to really, I think, take that offense to another level, just with the deep ball. But the Chiefs, man, they are coming off a tough loss against the Jags. They are 2-3, but the Chiefs are a team that, once again, they are lingering. They're slowly getting healthy, and they're starting to play some better football. If it wasn't for the Jags with that last second touchdown, we could be talking about the Chiefs being 3-2 right now. Joan, Lions, David. Ugh, I know. But it should be a fun game, though. It should be a freaking fun game to end Sunday here on the channel. Yeah, by the looks of it, we're going to be hitting 10 hours streaming on Sunday today, man. It's always a long game. It's always a long day on Sunday because we do 3 games every Sunday. I'm going to try because I feel like we only have maybe 1 or 2 more European games. I'm going to try to stream next week that morning game. I will keep you posted on that one. So hopefully we'll be able to get 4 games next Sunday. All right, we're back here. Packers 2nd and 7, ball at the 14. Another handoff. This one up the middle to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jacobs just running right at the heart of that Bengals defense and just like a freight train just going through. Woo! Oh, nobody was going to try to get in front of Jacobs on that one. That was a terrifying sight. Great blocking by the center, the guards. Man, that was all the interior line. Great blocking down the field, too, by the receivers. And Jacobs just blasting through. All right, 14:56. The Packers' extra point is good, and they retake a 10-point lead. (17-7) early, very early in the fourth quarter. And we'll see if the Packers defense can answer after giving up a touchdown to the Bengals on the previous drive. Joan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do have to root for my team, though. I'm sorry. I can feel bad, but also be very happy at the same time. I'm a complicated human being. I can have multiple emotions. Yeah, hopefully the Bengals make it interesting. Just not too interesting, all right? My heart can't take it anymore. After that overtime game between the Packers and the Cowboys, man, I just need one Packer game not to give me a heart attack. Just one. That's okay. I see I'm in the wrong neighborhood, but everyone has been so polite. Oh yeah. No, no, no. We we like to have fun here when we're talking about each other's teams, but we never cross that line here. We're not about that here on this channel. We don't do that in the chat. We'll poke fun for sure, but we will also poke fun at our own teams. Because trust me, the Packers do some stuff that just drives me up a wall. But yeah, no. Yeah, I want the chat and the channel to be some people can just come in and hang out, man. It doesn't matter if you're a Bengals fan, a Packers fan, or even Viking fans are welcome on the channel. Not super welcomed, but you're welcomed. You know, maybe the door will clip you as you're walking in, but once you get in here, you're safe. No, everybody's welcome, man. I don't care. You don't even have to be a fan of football, man. If you just want to be like, hey, let me check out, we'll talk about some football. Yeah. Yeah, man. As long as you're cool and you want to have a good time, this is your place, man. And it looks like Charlie is hurt there, the returner for the Bengals. I'm trying to make sure I get his name correct. Charlie Jones. Looks like he was a little slow to get up, but he did get off the field, so that's a good thing. All right. Joe in the shotgun, running back to his right, takes the snap, throws to the right, and wow, dude, wow. That literally had to be a perfect throw, man. It literally borderline almost grazed the back of Keyshawn Nixon. Wow. All right. Boom. There we go. Do you need a bag? You look like you're about to throw up after the Vikings comment. No, I pushed it down. I pushed it down. I pushed it down, man. Flacco tossed to the left here. And Packers defense bringing down Chase Brown for a loss of 1. That is rare. Had to go through a lot of chats before I found this one. Oh, man. I'm sorry, man. I know the internet can be not always the most inviting. It's a weird place, man. But there's some really good spots. There's some really good spots, and whether this channel grows or kind of stays the same, whatever it is, man, I'm gonna be doing everything I can to make sure that everybody feels welcome here. Good or bad throw? It was a good throw. It was a great throw by Joe Flacco. It was a perfect one. He got them a first down. Another throw by Joe Flacco to Jamar Chase, and they are at the 43. They are nearing midfield. Yeah, that throw was to the right. It was to Jamar Chase, and Jamar just turned around perfectly in time. And the defender, Keyshawn Nixon for the Packers, it was such a perfect throw that he didn't even realize it went right past him. It was like this close to hitting his shoulder pad. So it had to be a perfect throw by Joe Flacco. So good job on him. 3rd and 6, ball at the 45. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left. Throws to the left, and another first down catch by T. Higgins along the left sideline. The pressure nearly got to Joe Flacco, but he was able to just get that ball out just in time. And that was the rookie number 99, Sorrell, able to bring down Flacco. But once again, Flacco able to get that one out. Pick up a first down. David, San Francisco 19, Tampa Bay 27, man. Tampa Bay, they just love scoring points, man. That offense is dangerous. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left, looking down the field. To the left, wide open T. Higgins across the 30, down to the 27 in Packers territory. The Packers secondary is just like, it's one thing if you let Andre Yoshivas, if you let one of the tight ends open. How are you letting Jamar Chase and T. Higgins be wide open? Like, what are you doing? Oh, they just showed the touchdown over there in Tampa Bay. Holy cow. What an insane flip, too. That's a celebration right there. Holy cow. By Johnson. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 29 officially. 2 receivers to the right. Flacco pressured. Gets it out. It'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bengals at the 29. So, yeah, they're at the 29 of Green Bay. So, the Bengals are in field goal range. Joe, and every time you celebrate, I'm happy for you, but it hurts me. It hurts me because that means the Packers are not making plays on defense. All right, we got Flacco in the shotgun, 2 receivers on that right side, running back to his left, sets up a screen for Brown, and it goes for only about 2 or 3 yards down to the 27. And it's going to be about 3rd and 7 coming up for the Bengals. No, it's okay. You got to celebrate your team. Celebrate your team. There's nothing wrong with it. All right. Flacco under center here. 4 receiver set. Pressure, quick throw, and it glances off the hands of Yoshivas. That is his 3rd drop of the day. And that's going to be 4th and 7 coming up for the Bengals. That's a tough one for the young man because he had Keyshawn Nixon beat. If he catches that one and just falls down, it would have been a first down for the Bengals inside the 20. That's a tough one. All right, man. In comes Moneybags. McPherson for a 45-yarder to make this a 1-possession lead for the Packers. Kick is up and right down the middle, man. McPherson, one of the better kickers in the NFL. All right, we got 10:43 left in the game, and the Packers will get the ball back here with a chance to potentially put this game away if they can get a decent drive going. Money bags, money bags. Holy cow, man. We got 6 people watching. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And look at that, man. We're at 109 subscribers on the channel, man. We're almost to 110. If we can get, I want to see if we can get to that before the end of this game. All right. 109, 109. But thank you regardless, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. All right. Let's look around the league. We're on commercial break here. Let's look at the Raiders with less than 5 minutes left have a 17-point lead, 3-possession lead over the Titans, 20-3. Titans do have the ball. They are at Las Vegas's 20, so they have a chance to cut this down to just 10. All right. Late in the third quarter, Tampa Bay with a 8-point lead over the 49ers, 27-19. The 49ers do have the ball. They are around midfield at their own 46. We have surprisingly done a lot of Bengals games, and it looks like next week on Thursday Night Football, we will be doing another Bengals game. I think that is now 4 games that we have done for the Bengals. I think all of them have come since like week 3. All right. Calling at the 2, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 35, and down near the 39. And that is Bo Melton with an incredible return. No flags either. Let's freaking go. Come on, Green Bay. You got to put this game away. And the Patriots with 3 straight wins. All right, Love under center, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield. Play action, Love looking down the field, throws to the left, finds Romeo Doubs, and he is able to corral that wild pass. And he will be across the 50 down near the 47 of Cincinnati. Oh, great route. Yeah, dude, Romeo Doubs, man, has some of the best routes I've seen in the NFL, man. The guy is just... He's not a true dominant receiver, man, but he is smooth when it comes to those routes. All right, Love under center, 2 receivers stacked up on the right side, single back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, Love looking over the middle, and in and out of the hands of Matthew Golden. I think a defender might have tipped that one. We'll see. On the replay, Love. Yep. Great freaking job. Who is number 20? That's a DJ Turner, man. He has been making plays for the Bengals on defense all game long. Yeah, DJ Turner able to get a hand on that one to just bat it away. Otherwise, Matthew Golden was going to go off for a big run here. All right, Love under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the right. Once again, another play action. Over the middle, gets it out to Jacobs to the 40, and he will be about a yard or 2 shy of the first down. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Packers. And Joan, Tampa. Yeah, man, Tampa Bay... man, it's tough to know what you're going to get with Tampa Bay, man. You know they're going to put up points. That's just how they've done ever since they got Baker Mayfield. They've rarely ever had a game where they score less than 20 points. But that defense is kind of hit or miss. Jordan Love, play action, rolling to his right. It's going to take off and run and gets the first down to the 35. It looked like a busted play there. He was trying to, looks like he was trying to fake the handoff. Jacobs just took off, was trying to hit Jacobs on the flat towards the right sideline. Bengals picked it up, and then they forced Jordan Love to just kind of try to run it up the field, able to make a man miss, luckily. And once again, Jordan Love picking up a first down by the Packers. All right. Love under center, single receiver to the right, single back in the backfield. Handoff. Jacobs bouncing it to the 30, gets it out, stiff arms 25 to the 20, and down at the 19. And the biggest run of the game for Josh Jacobs. Big, bruising run. Gets the Packers a first down, and they are inside the red zone, knocking on the door of another touchdown drive. Yeah, took the handoff and just saw a massive, massive window on the right side and just took off. All right. Love under center. Jacobs in the backfield alone. You got two receivers on that left side. Play action. Gets it out to the tight end, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Green Bay. Tucker Kraft taking that one all the way to the end zone. 19 yards for the man out of South Dakota State. There you go. I'm sorry to all the Bengals fans, but this is the type of game the Packers needed right here. They needed a statement win. They have looked rough the last 2 weeks. They needed a gritty, tough win. Dahlia. Heck yeah, there you go. 7:33 left in the game, and the extra point is good. This new kicker, man, he's been perfect. Exactly what you needed from a guy to come in for your injured starter. Doing his job and just doing his job, man. That's all you need. All right, man. Packers up by 14, their biggest lead of the game here midway through the fourth. Joe, congrats. Hey, thank you. But don't get me wrong, man. I doubt the Bengals. I don't think they're done here. They've looked good on their last two drives, and the Packers' defense has looked a little rough. So I still expect the Bengals' offense to kind of keep rolling. They did this last week, too, when they had Jake Browning. They looked rough for the first three quarters, and then they really started to get it going. I think it was against the Lions. They were down big against the Lions, and then all of a sudden it became like I think at one point it was a 9-point deficit when it looked like the Lions were going to win by like 30 plus. So Jake Browning in that offense kind of started getting going in the fourth. So I wouldn't be surprised if this happens in this game too. All right, let's do a few updates here as some of these games are actually approaching their end. The the Titans scoring a touchdown. They cut the lead to just 10. They were just trailing 10-20 now with 2:54 left in that game. The Raiders do have the ball, though. I don't know what will become of them. It's sad, so much wasted talent. Yeah, it's going to be one of those growing pains, and don't get me wrong, it happens. The Packers have gone through a couple changes, whether you look at the transition from Rodgers to Brett Favre. Rodgers was not a guaranteed Hall of Famer. Before 2007, even before he started in that game, there was talks of Aaron Rodgers being a bust because he had been injured, he had been the backup. He had shown very little true promise to be a franchise quarterback through 3 seasons as a backup. And then same thing with Jordan Love. Everybody was saying, oh, this guy's a bust. He's missing easy throws in practice. And then on top of that, when they fired McCarthy for those bad years that the Packers had. So every franchise, even the successful ones, even ones that for the most part have had very few losing seasons, They go through growing pains. They go through those transitions. So I think if the Bengals, at the end of the day, as long as you have good players and a good quarterback, you're going to have a chance to be competitive. And the Bengals have that. They just need to keep their quarterback healthy. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cincy fans. I even said this when Joe Burrow got injured. It stinks. I hope he can come back healthy next season and give you guys a great run because that Super Bowl run that you guys had a couple years ago was something special. Even I was like, yeah, I want Cincy to get a Super Bowl, man. They're one of the few teams that haven't gotten a chance to lift that Lombardi Trophy. So. Woo. My fantasy team was popping off this week, man. My goodness. I literally only had one guy score less than 17 points right now. And I still have two players left. Let's go. Big win. Big win for the fantasy team this week. And hopefully a big win for the Packers this week. Let's go. I had picked the Titans to win today. Oops. Also, I was rooting for the Rams in that Cincinnati LA Super Bowl. Not sorry. Hey, to be honest with you, I don't think like even I was kind of rooting for Matthew Stafford to win a ring, um, as a guy that wanted him to lose as many times when he was with Detroit. It was fun to finally be able to celebrate Matthew Stafford as one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. So I'm glad he was able to get a ring. To be honest with you, that was like one of those Super Bowls where I was not going to be mad or disappointed that anybody won. Either way, you're either going to see Cincinnati get its first ring and Joe Burrow get a Super Bowl ring, which would have been awesome, or you were going to finally see Sean McVay pay off all the hype that he's built to that point. Also, kind of correct the mistakes that he'd made in that first Super Bowl against the Patriots. And then obviously Matthew Stafford getting a ring. So it was going to be one of those Super Bowls where I think everybody was going to be kind of happy unless you were rooting for either team that. So yeah. It was a quick throw by Flacco and then it actually picked up a first down there. Nice. There you go. There you go. Already starting out with a good play for this Cincy offense. Actually, sorry, he was a yard shy, so 2nd and 1. Ball at the 44. Flacco hands it off. Samaje Perine picks up the first down, gain of 3 down to the 47. And the Cincinnati Bengals are nearing midfield here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We do have a Bengals offensive lineman, number 71, Mims. Very slow to get up. He is walking very gingerly on that leg. But he's staying in the game, though. All right. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his right. Over the middle, gets it out to his tight end, and they will be in Green Bay territory down near the 46. And that is the former Denver Bronco Noah Fant, the tight end. And unfortunately, Mims is going to be walking off the field here. Luckily, he's walking off under his own power. Marius Mims, 6'8", 325. Jesus, man, that's a big man. Holy cow. That's a big dude. All right, 2nd and 3, ball at the 46. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his right. Quick throw to the right side, and that'll be incomplete. But they're going to get Keyshawn Nixon for a pass interference on Jamar Chase. And Keyshawn Nixon and Jamar Chase come up laughing at each other, man. They knew. They knew. Yeah, Keyshawn, he's always been in the It looked like he was trying to hug Keyshawn Nixon from like the neck. That's how bad it was. That was hilarious. So automatic first down for the Bengals here. First and 10, ball at the 35 of Green Bay. Flacco in the shotgun, quick throw to the right side, and we'll pick up 5 yards. Jamar Chase catching it and running out of bounds to stop the clock here. But again, it'll continue to run. I don't think it stops until it's just under 4 minutes. Holy cow, sorry, I missed some chats here. Steve, why are you not sorry for that? I know, how dare you? How dare you, David? How dare you? How many minutes left? Oh, sorry, Joan. We got 5 minutes left. It's just going to be just under 5 minutes. The clock is running. Throw to the right side, and nearly an incredible catch by T. Higgins. But Keyshawn Nixon with great coverage, able to bat that one away, and that'll be incomplete. Chase is a great guy. Absolutely, man. I've heard nothing but good things from Jamar Chase. Apparently, he does a lot of great stuff around the community over there in Cincinnati, so that's always good. Yeah, especially when you're fortunate enough to not only play this game, have a platform, and also, hey, got some money. It's always good to give back. Flacco, quick throw, and it's a catch for Jamar Chase around the right side. And I think it's going to be a flag on the Packers. We'll see if they accept it. And we got 4:48 left in the game. It is going to be a penalty on the Packers, but it will be declined. It's going to be a great catch by Jamar Chase. First down for the Bengals. All right, first and 10, ball at the 24. 4 receiver set. Flacco in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's looking, dumps it underneath to Brown, and he will get it inside the 20 to the 19. It's going to be a nice 5-yard gain for Chase Brown. Quick snap. Flacco throwing this one away. A lot of pressure in his face, and it'll be incomplete. 3rd and 5. Coming up from the 19. Chase can jump high to catch. Absolutely, man. He's an incredible athlete. He can literally do it all. He can run incredible routes. He can blow the top off of defense with that speed. And then he can also high point the ball on those kind of like 50-50 jump balls. Yeah. No, Jamar Chase is an incredible athlete, man. There's a reason why they took him. What was he, a top 3, top 5 pick? I'm just trying to remember exactly where he was drafted. All right, Flacco, shotgun, looking, pressured, throws to the left, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and Carrington Valentine getting his hand on that one and forcing a 4th and 5 for the Bengals. Valentine better be careful, man. He almost got called for a taunting penalty. He literally walked up to Chase and was about to talk some smack, but then smartly turned around like right away. I think he realized, he's like, oh, no. Let me not be dumb. I just made a great play. Let me not give them a first down. All right, 4th and 5. The Bengals are going for it here. Oh, timeout, Green Bay. Is it Flacco's fault? No. It was actually a great throw, but Carrington Valentine, the defender for the Packers, just made a great play. He jumped up really high and was able to smack it away. Now, it would have been a really good throw and a really great catch, but it was just a really good defensive play. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, it was a throw to the left sideline. Jamar Chase nearly had it in his hands, but once again, the defender able to slap it away. All right, we got 4:17 left in the game. 4th and 5 coming up for the Bengals. This is basically the game here. Oh, Jesus, I did not even change the position of the ball. My apologies, guys. Flacco takes the snap, looking, has time, throws to the right, and touchdown! Cincinnati, man. Jamar Chase with an incredible catch. Tight coverage. And the Bengals are not dead just yet. They have made it a one-possession game. Keyshawn Nixon, man, he has struggled all game long against Jamar Chase. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, Packers defense is having a rough second half. All right. Bengals are going for 2. All right. Flacco in the shotgun, running back on each side of him. Single receiver to that left side. Flacco looking to the left. Looking, pressured, and oh my goodness. Wide open Chase Brown, and the Bengals tack on another 2. And it is a 6-point game here. 4-11. Joe Flacco is going to do it again. Unbelievable, man. The Packers cannot stop Joe Flacco from scoring late fourth quarter touchdowns. He did it a couple weeks ago when he was a Browns player, and now he's doing it as a Bengal. Wow. All right, San Francisco 19-17, 7:38 left in the game. San Francisco with the ball. David, I appreciate you keeping us updated, my man. Miracles. Miracles, miracles, miracles. It hurts. It hurts. All right, man. Packers, come on. Jordan Love's getting paid. Jacobs is getting paid. A couple of those offensive linemen are getting paid. Hey, let's go. Put this game away. Maybe he's the type of person that needs pressure. It's fair, man. I mean, there was talks of, granted, this is a long time ago. We're talking 13 years ago. But there was talks of Joe Flacco being, let go during his, I think it might have been his rookie or second contract with the Ravens, heading into that season where they ended up winning the Super Bowl. Because the Ravens were not playing great football in 2012. At the end of it, they were doing okay. They got into the playoffs. But everybody was saying, Flacco, he's not good enough. He's not elite. He's not going to be the guy that you can win a Super Bowl with. And then an incredible run. Got a Super Bowl ring. Got a big contract after that one. So, yeah, maybe Joe Flacco needs doubters. Maybe he needs a little bit of pressure to kind of perform. Joe, yep, I got you. Me and you on the same page. I got you. Man. Freaking Green Bay, man. They could just never just make it simple. Oh, the anxiety that this Packer team gives me, man. And that last touchdown by Jamar Chase was an important one. That was his 50th career touchdown. All right, return to the 20, 25, 30. Goes, you got some blockers. To the 35 and down to the 37 is Savion Williams with another incredible kick return. Let's go. Joan, do you want to trade places? What if I, what if I said yes? How crazy would that be? You're like, you know what, Dave? You shouldn't complain. I will take Jordan Love all day, right now. Oh my goodness. All right, Packers get the ball back here, trying to put this one away. First and 10, ball at the 37. Hand off to Jacobs, bouncing it to the outside, across the 40, down to the 44. Picks up about 5 yards. Second and 5 coming up for the Packers. Going to walk the dog, be around tonight. Stream, great job. As always, go Pack, go. Go Pack, go, man. Say hello to the doggos for me, and I appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, Love under center, single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right side. Ball officially spotted at the 43. Play action, Love pressured, and he's going to go down for a sack. And that was a Geno Stone bringing down Jordan Love for a 4-yard sack. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Packers. All right, man. We need a play here. Love in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers bunched up on that right side. Love looking, throws down the field, and finds his man, Matthew Golden. Goes out of bounds, stops the clock, should have stayed in bounds, but hey, we will take the first down and deep into Cincinnati territory. There you go, man. Woo, look at that move. And got it inside the 30, down near the 29. The rookie out of Texas making some big plays in this game. That's cool. All right, Love under center. Jacobs in the backfield alone. Single receiver to the left side. He's going to give it to Jacobs. He's going to bounce his way for a big. Looks like it was going to be a bigger game, but picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Packers, and I think they're going to potentially let this one roll, but actually Cincinnati is going to stop the clock. All right. How many minutes? We have 2:19 left in the game. The Bengals just used their second timeout. They are down to 1, and they're trying to get the ball back with some time left. I think if the Packers pick up a first down, they'll be able to eat up a lot of the time left in this game. Oh, man. It gets very, very warm in this in this room, especially with all the lights. And on top of that, I'm also like just tense. All right, I'm actually going to order some food. So it should be ready by the time this game ends. Yeah, I tend not to eat a whole lot during Sundays, man. I wake up, I try to get everything situated, and yeah, I tend not to eat until after the Sunday night game. All right, we're still on a commercial break, but it looks like we're coming back here pretty soon. Let's do a quick updates on some of the games, man. I think some of them are finishing up actually. For sure, that Raiders game is over. And yes, the Raiders win over the Titans 20-10. Raiders finally getting something going here. And 49ers Buccaneers with 5:43 left in that game. I think the Buccaneers just got the ball back and they are still up by 8. All right, we're back here. Love under center, single receiver to the left. Fakes the handoff. Looking, he's going to run, he's going to take off, and will slide at the 21. Stays in bounds and is going to be about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. A big third down coming up for the Packers. All right, it looks like the 49ers were going for it on 4th down, and they did not get it. So the Buccaneers take over on downs with 5:43 left and an 8-point lead over the 49ers. They do have the ball at their own 35. Man. All right, so on another commercial break here. Sorry, let me try to order some food. Come on. All right. Listen, we're coming back here from the break. Still got a couple more seconds. I think they're running the last commercial. All right, we're coming back here. 3rd and 2, man. This is a big one. This is for the game, basically. Love under center here. Single receiver to the right. And Green Bay now will take a timeout. Oh, my goodness, man. I bet the NFL is loving this. See if they try to run another commercial break here. Got to get my lawnmower in the garage before someone steals it. Hey, man, those lawnmowers, especially if you get a good one, ooh, it's like gold. It's like gold. I do not blame you. I do not blame you. You got to keep the lawn care maintenance safe. All right, we're back here. Love under center, single receiver to the right, single back in the backfield. Bengals are playing for the run here, man. Play action. Love lofts this one. Incomplete. Completely unblocked from the left side there. That was looks like Hill was there. Ah, man, at least it wasn't a turnover. That's all I care about. Yep, unfortunately, number 22, sorry, Geno Stone there, unblocked. Geno was actually the guy that brought down Love for a sack earlier in the game. All right, man, here it comes. 39-yard field goal. This one to give us a double-digit lead, and the kick is up, and it's good right down the middle. Let's go. Perfect, man. It's a two-possession lead, and Packer fans can breathe a little bit easier. Whew. Last 2 minutes, you never know. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have 152 left in the game. That was a 7-play, 41 yard, 2 minute and 19-minute drive for the Packers there. There's a lot of numbers in that sentence. Holy cow, man. This game was way too freaking tense, man. All right, the kick is away. It'll be downed in the end zone by the Bengals. Touchback. And Joe Flacco and this Bengals offense are going to have some good field position here. Down by 9. They need to score pretty darn quick. They are down to one timeout. All right. 152. Joe looking. Dumps it to his tight end over the middle, and he will pick up about 6 yards. It'll be second and about 4 coming up for the Bengals. That was a Noah Fant. All right, officially second and 3. Ball at the 41. Flacco in the shotgun over the middle again. Gets it out to Samaje Perine. Picks up some big yardage in Packers territory. Stays on his feet and will be taken down at the 42. Spiders. Right? Can't even tie. Nope. Can't tie. Cannot tie. So they either have to score a touchdown. They can try to go for 2 and be down by 1 if they do get it. Or you can score a touchdown, kick a field goal, and hopefully if you get the ball back, you can kick a game-winning 3-point field goal. So that's kind of the path for the Bengals there. They will use actually it's saying second and 10 here. Quick throw, incomplete pass. Flacco dumps it underneath to his tight end, and he will get it down near the 38. So already in field goal range. And you have to wonder if you're the Bengals, do you try to get a little closer, kick a field goal, and then try to get the ball back for the touchdown drive? Gets it out to Samaje Perine and out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 6 coming up for the Bengals. The clock is stopped at 45 seconds. Too much, too late. Yeah, it might be. It might be. And they're going to send out McPherson, their moneybags, to try to make this a 6-point game. All right, this one from 56. 46 seconds left. All right. Snap, hold, kick. And no good. No good. It goes wide left. And the Packers offense, not yet, but he just, when you were asking, but he did. Unfortunately, it is wide left. It was looking straight, but it just kept on drifting and drifting and drifting. And the Packers will take over on offense here. "41 seconds left, so I think they only need to take a single kneel down. They do, and that'll be it. There's a 2-second difference in the game clock and play clock. The Packers do not need to run another play. It'll be over here. So a big win for the Packers, man. It got real tight there in the fourth quarter, man. Joe Flacco. That's the old Joe Flacco we're used to seeing, man. Is he crying? He cries when he misses, and the guys console him. No, I didn't see McPherson. I didn't see any tears. He pointed up to the sky, so I think it was. Hey, sometimes you make some, and sometimes you miss them. But it had the distance though. But 56 yards. It's tough. It's a tough kick, man. It's not an easy one. It's not a gimme for sure. Makes me sad for McPherson, but also so happy. Oh my goodness. But there you go, man. That is going to be the game. The Packers, coming off the bye week, look healthy. Offense looked good. The defense, not so much. Probably need some work there. Gave up 18 points in the second half. But hey, a win is a win. He does cry, really. Oh. Hey, I'm emotional man. There's nothing wrong with being an emotional man. Hopefully he doesn't cry, in odd situations, Like, hey, if you're watching the Titanic, if you're watching Titanic, absolutely, But if you're watching like a duck leading his ducklings to the water, if you start crying about that every time, I'm gonna be like, hey man, pull it in together a little bit, just tighten it up, man. All right. I'm not saying you need to be a man. Men can cry. There's nothing wrong with that, but you gotta tighten it up, all right? Oh yeah, and congrats. Hey, thank you. Hey, all right. Hey, we're gonna be doing the Bengals game again on Thursday, so I hope to see you there. Hope to see you actually for this next game in like an hour, if you get a chance to. But trust me, I understand people's lives are busy. Not everybody is able to do football like me. I have no social life, so this is my social. This is my social network right here. So let me update the records here. The Packers moving on to 3-1-1 on the year, and the Bengals, unfortunately, they will lose their fourth consecutive game without Joe Burrow. They dropped to 2-4 on the year. They'll try to see if they can bounce back on a short week on Thursday night and try to improve with this pretty decent offensive performance, man. I got to give it to Joe Flacco. No interceptions, and was able to get something going here in the second half. So pretty good. Pretty good. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Shout out to David Stegosaurus, man. You are the rock on the chat, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully the doggos are doing well. Shout out to Dahlia. She was in here. Hey, Dahlia. Green Bay getting the win. Let's go. We're 3-1-1. Let's go. Steve was in here, man. I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you a little bit later. And Joan, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy and your kindness, man. And hopefully the Bengals can get you a big win on Thursday next week. So Let's go. My cat's name is T. Higgins. No life. Well, say hello to T. Higgins there for me. A tip of the hat to Mr. T. Higgins. He wants to do Bengals proud. There we go. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Hopefully the Bengals can get a win, man. It's never fun when you're just constantly, loss after loss. It's no fun. It's no fun for anybody. No fun for anybody. Steve, congrats, my friend, on the W. Absolutely. Let's go. Big win, big win. Done. There we go. There you go. All right, guys. I'm going to get ready for Sunday night. I'm also going to try to eat something before that game. Hopefully, I can eat something. But I will see you guys in less than an hour. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate you guys. And let's keep it going, man. Hopefully, we can get to maybe 110 in subscribers for Sunday night. So thank you. Thank you. I will catch you guys later. My name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.